Isn't it hypocritical how sometimes we all just tend to conveniently forget what we've done to other people in the past, so much that when somebody else do the same thing to us, we get so mad, we get so frustrated. When the person is trying to reconcile with us, we don't want to accept the person's apology. We just write the person off. Matter of fact, some of us will go as far as seeking revenge. That's real funny. It is very indeed pathetically hypocritical how we forget. Sometimes we forget that we slept with somebody's husband in the past. Sometimes we forget that we hurt somebody in the past. Sometimes we forget that we stabbed somebody in the back in the past. Sometimes we forget that we disappointed somebody. Sometimes we forget that we let somebody down. Sometimes we forget that we stole from somebody. Sometimes we forget that we lied on somebody. Some of us even forget that our mouths and even our actions has cost somebody their jobs, their lives, their families, their careers, everything they worked for. Some of us have lied and deceived people in our past. Come on now, let's get real. It's crazy that we forget all these things. And we forget that all those things we did in the past to other people was just a seed that we were sowing. And that it was going to come back on us like karma. That's why when we get offended, we have to do some soul searching. We have to retrospect. We have to think, have I done this to somebody before? At least in that way, when you think about how it makes you feel, probably you didn't apologize to the person you committed the same offense against in your past. Maybe if you're able to realize that, oh my God, so this is how it feels. This is how it felt when I did this to him or her. If you are able to retrospect and think and stop getting so mad quickly and writing people off and not giving them a second chance, not forgiving them, seeking revenge, at least you will be able to go back and apologize to these people, at least because now you feel how that person felt. Oh no, but some of us, we've come so far in life. We've become so self-righteous. We feel so flawless. We have set our expectations so high that anybody who does not meet our expectations, we automatically write them off. But you know what is that going to do? That's going to make karma to repeat itself in your life. Because you are in denial. If you are in denial, nature will continue to remind you until you can realize that these things you did to other people in the past was wrong, that and it's time for you to go apologize and be able to forgive somebody else because you placed somebody in the same position in the past. When you realize these things, at least God knows you are rectified. Your personality, your character, and the way you have treated people and the way you are going to treat people is going to change. But if you are in denial, that means you are not going to change. So these things will continue. It will continue as a pattern. It will repeat itself. So don't get all high and holy when people offend you. You need to start thinking if you did this to somebody before. If you want to live happily ever after with yourself, it's called conscience. Do you have one? Because if you don't, other people won't have it for you.